album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter.
Yeah.
And to all my peoples in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby.
Shake it.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, Rap Attack, Mr. Magic.
Hello there. Welcome to the locker room. Coach Arias. Today's message is, in order to not work. In order to not work, I want to give you some tips on being able to make your money work for you so you don't have to work for your money. And the cool thing is, if you don't got no money right now, I got some tips on how we can get it and then make your money work for you. So in order to not have to work, that means you have to have money that you have invested into the right things that's making money for you. Not something risky. I've had people come to me and ask me for some financial advice, just like I did as a young man. I remember going up to this guy that had all kinds of money, and I was in my early 20s, and I thought I was going to go home and call my grandmother and say, listen, he told me to take this, invest it into this, and we're all going to be rich. And boy, was I disappointed. That person taught me that you had to invest into safe things that are going to give you a pretty solid guaranteed rate of return, and over time that's going to compound and you buy these things. Long story short is that in my experience there is no silver bullet. We can't invest into something. Some people do here and there, but it's almost like playing a lottery. We're better off going down to the casino and putting our money on red or black, both of us, and either having a really good day or a really bad day. It's a 50-50 shot. But in order to guarantee that you get there, what you have to do is that you need money. You need money in order to make money. You need a little bit of money in order to leverage dollars. When I talk about leveraging dollars, I'm talking about if you want to invest, for example, into real estate, and you have to put 20% down, and the bank says, I give you 80%, you say, I'll put 20%, this is cool, I get all kinds of money back, and I use somebody else's money. In order to leverage the bank's dollars, they're going to ask for a partnership for you to put some money down. Guess how you put money down? You got to have some money first. And guess what? How am I going to get the bank to give me a loan? I got to show steady income over the last few years myself. So I say all of that. Why do I say all of that? Because in order to make money, what I have learned is that it's a lot harder to make money if you don't got no money. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, what the heck? That ain't going to help me because I ain't got no money. How am I ever supposed to accomplish this? Guess what? That is all good because I too had no money. So I'm going to walk you through that. Most of the millionaires that I know, like I said the other day, those were just thousandaires that never quit. So here's the deal. If you don't have no money, what you do have typically is the ability to invest blood, sweat, and tears. That's why you hear people say sweat equity. Equity. It's equity. Sweat equity. If you don't got no money, be prepared to grind. Be prepared to sweat. That is your equity. Sometimes you create these partnerships where I got the money, you got the sweat. Boom, we're a perfect match made in heaven. If you want to be the person with the money, typically you got to start off with the person as the person that sweats. Once you do enough sweat and you're smart with that money that you earn from sweating, then what happens is, over time, you'll have to invest less sweat because you got more money. And then over a little bit more time, you won't have to invest any sweat because you got the money that created the money. So the money works for you so you don't have to work for your money. Right, Bulldog? But guess what? Guess where it all starts? With that dirty 4-letter word, work. Do the work. In order to not work, do the work. Because it all starts with working hard. It all starts with sacrifice. Money will not make you evil. This is one of the misconceived notions that I know some folks around me thought. I even thought at one point when I was dead broke and poor. Is that all the people that have money, when you get money, it's going to make you bad. It's going to make you a horrible person. It's going to create... I know great people without money. I know great people with money, but here's what I will tell you. What I've learned is it only makes whatever's in your heart bigger when you got some money. So if you know somebody that was a bad person, when they grow up with they end up having a bunch of money, that person's probably going to be a bad person with money. But if you know somebody that has a good heart, most of the time, that person will rise up when they get a bunch of money. Now you got a good person with a good heart that got money. Those people can do good for this world. Those people can invest into the church. Those people can invest into youth programs or different organizations to make this world a better place. So money's not going to make you evil. And we got to upgrade our inner circle. I had a wise man tell me that you are where you are due to the books that you read and the company that you keep. And I'll speak more about the company that you keep on my next message. But the bottom line to this is that in order to not work down the road, you got to do the work. Hashtag do the work. And that comes from sacrifice. There is no get out of jail free card. There is no, yes, let me show you how to be retired in 10 years to where you're financially stable. You're financially independent, meaning that you don't have to work necessarily because all of your money that you need to make is coming from investments and savings. That's financially independent from being financially responsible after you've done the work. But none of that stuff happens. None of it happens unless we first put in the grind. There is no silver bullet. So if you want to accomplish this, you want to retire in 5, 10, 15 years, you want to be financially independent, do the work. You have to put in the sweat and blood, and then over time, those things will balance themselves out. So, gang, follow some of these tips. We may be on our way to living our very best life. That's today's message. It's going to be in order to not work, do the work. Thanks for joining me this week in the locker room. Looking forward to seeing you all next week.